Today we are reviewing the 1/100 Master Grade Freedom Gundam version 2.0 from Gundam Seed. This Master Grade Gundam was released in April of 2016 with a price of 4,500 yen or $40. The box shows you an excellent preview of the all-new molds, extremely sharp articulation of the entire finished kit, and what to expect as you build it. If you're like me, unboxing the newest Gundam kit is like waking up on your birthday. And trust me, there was a lot of anticipation to start building this kit. You get 18 runners, a large sticker sheet, a dry decal sheet, and a 24-page all-color building manual. This is what the kit looked like before all the bags of runners were cut open and the parts were sliced and diced with my nippers. Here, I am cutting and opening all the bags of runners. I just want to let you know I wasn't struck by lightning and I don't have super speed. There are 16 all-new molded runners in this 2016 kit. This is the finished, fully built Freedom Gundam next to the empty runners and box. I have applied all of the stickers, dry decals, and extensive panel lining as well. The first version 1.0 Master Grade Freedom Gundam was released in July of 2004. The older kit was less articulate and used polycaps for the joints, unlike the version 2.0. Then a year later, in September of 2005, the extra finished version of the Freedom Gundam was released for an astounding price of 8,000 yen. 12 years later, Bandai has made a major upgrade on the 2.0 Freedom. The joints are very stiff, sturdy, and incredibly poseable, no longer using polycaps. The one drawback is the arms and the heads do not have an inner frame. These are the tools I used to build the kit. The Xeron Spruce Cutter and the Blue God Hand Ultimate Nipper 5.0 are used to cut parts off of the runners. Here is my Tamiya hobby knife to remove the marks. The Zippo lighter fluid and cotton swabs are the cheapest and quickest drying solvents to remove excess paints or panel lining. I broke one plastic part of the railgun and had to glue it together with Mr. Cement S. I used the Tamiya black panel line to bring out the articulation. How does this Gundam kit compare with other kits? The 1/100 Freedom Gundam 2.0 is a bit taller than the average size Master Grade kit. This kit measures 8¼ inches high when compared to the Master Grade Red Amazing Warrior, the High Resolution Barbatos, or the Master Grade V-Gundam. Welcome to the Freedom family and bring your kid to work day. The Revive High Grade Freedom lacks the articulation and sticker treatment of the Master Grade kit. The bottom line, there is just no comparison here. Action stand included with this kit is originally from the Master Grade Wing Gundam Zero custom kit from October 2004. You also get a newly articulated molded shield, beam rifle, action stand connector, and 3 pairs of hands. The beam sabers are recycled from the beginning of time, and who knows where they came from. One of the reasons I'm using the action-based stand to transform the Freedom into full burst mode is that this kit, like the older kit, is too heavy and unstable and falling over with the wings attached. There are 2 plasma beam cannons that are hidden under the wings. There are 2 sets of 5 mounted blades that unfold and are very easy to manipulate, which make up the wings. The plasma beam cannon is connected by a hinge that rotates out from under the wing. The cannon and the wings are easy to pose and are very stiff. You can see just how quickly it is to transform into full burst mode. The side waist skirts unfold, converting the 3 pieces into the railguns. The joints are very stiff and you have to be careful not to break the plastic trying to bend them in the wrong directions like I did. There is a small handle grip that pops out of the side of the railgun. The railguns in the version 2.0 are all new molds with greater details than the older 2004 and 2005 kits. The joints were upgraded and also replaced as well and no longer uses the polycap. This kit is one of the most solid Master Grade kits to date. You don't ever have to do a lot of work to slide the hands onto the handles holding the railguns, which is so sweet and so easy. The peg on the inside of the shield snaps into the hole on the back. It is also a new mold and redesigned with a fully functional swing arm on the shield, which gives it a great deal of flexibility when posing. One of the first things you will notice is how different the plasma beam cannons are from the older kits. There is an extendable gun barrel that pulls out, in addition to movable vents that open and close on the top and bottom of the cannons. The details make this kit insane. The last thing we need to do to complete the full burst mode is to mount the beam rifle. Unlike the older kits, the hands are swappable and even includes a right gun hand with a peg that snaps into the handle of the beam rifle. Unfortunately, the beam rifle does have a bad habit of falling off a lot. This kit gives you 3 sets of interchangeable hands for you to swap out. The open hands are my favorite pair, but are pretty useless since they can't hold anything. The next set of hands are the I can hold anything hands. They have small tabs to snap into the beam saber, beam rifle, or the shield. The last pair of hands are the knuckle sandwich fist. Looks great on camera, but does absolutely nothing. The beam saber has a small slit where you can snap the peg into the hand where it will be firmly in place and easy to pose. The peg on the shield right here snaps into place on the back of the shoulder in the socket here. This is very versatile and can be posed separately even as the arm moves. The two sabers can be combined to make the lethal double saber beam sword. I carefully articulated the Vulcan cannons and the vents on the side of the Freedom's head using the Tamiya panel line. I carefully cut out the excess clear parts around the sticker on the back of the head to give it more of a natural look. Keep in mind there is no inner frame in the head on this kit. You get pretty good range of motion on the head, allowing it to tilt and swivel as well. It is very easy to slide the Freedom off and on the action-based stand with the backpack attachment that came with the kit. This socket is where the beam rifle attaches to the back of the waistskirt. This peg snaps into the socket on the waistskirt here. The wings attach to the back of the Gundam into the socket right here. The wings are very easy to remove as well. One of the things you will notice with this kit is the amazing ability to bend, twist, and rotate the joints of the arms and shoulders. The double joints give you almost unlimited poseability. Since there are no polycaps in the arms and shoulders, the joints are nice and stiff. The cockpit can be open and closed, which is another great feature of this kit. One of my disappointments about this kit is that there is no inner frame in the arms or head. The shoulders and arms remind me more of a high-grade kit. The side waistskirts lift up and down. Now we are going to remove the waistskirt so we can transform it into the railgun. The first step is to unfold all three pieces, which are decently articulated. The railgun folds up into the waistskirt just as fast. The leg joints connected to the waist are quite different from the previous master grade kits. Bandai is now using a different plastic called polystyrene, which is stronger and doesn't wear out like the older brittle ABS plastics that have been used in the past. Surprisingly enough, you won't find any polycaps on the legs. These joints on the legs are the best I've ever seen. It's just incredible what you can do with them. The back waistskirt is very articulate and is connected to the waist by a double jointed hinge. The movement in the waist is somewhat limited, but can still pivot forward and backwards. It can rotate a bit as well. The legs and knees are double jointed, allowing for some crazy poses and great articulation in both the armor and the inner frame. The ankles are multi-jointed and can rotate a full 360 degrees and pivot side to side as well. The foot has great articulation as well, allowing for some strange poses. You can never judge any Gunpla kit until you see it perform the ballet split. It really shows you just what a Gundam kit can really accomplish. The Master Grade Freedom Gundam version 2.0 has truly blown my mind. I have been building Gundam models for over 10 years, and this has to be one of the best kits yet. Bandai has really hit a home run on this Master Grade kit. As you can tell, I have put a lot of hours of work just panel lining the Freedom, cutting the stickers just right, and applying the dry decal transfers, which take forever. But it's so worth it. For the first time in a while, I can't say anything bad about a kit, and that's a shock to me too. I hope you like this kit as much as I do. I don't have enough thumbs on my fingers to give it what it deserves. I hope you like watching this video review of the Master Grade Gundam Seed kit. I hope to hear all your questions, comments, and any suggestions you have on this kit or anything Gunpla. And again, thank you for watching my YouTube channel.